Wasi wa TikTok niko huku. So, leo naongelea entrepreneurship and the hardships surrounding it. Na tule tu lessons nimelearn kuhusu entrepreneurship. So, yeah, first of all, entrepreneurship is just small businesses when they are starting up. I feel like when they have grown now, you just call it a proper business. But when you're just starting up and it's small and it has probably you as the only employee or just you and one other person, that's still an entrepreneurship, a small business. And yeah, it's not very easy. Okay, of course it's not easy, but it's not very hard as long as you're determined to do it. So yeah, in my 3 years of experience, I'd like to say that I've faced a bit of challenges and I've learned some lessons. And today we are going to start with lesson number 1. Ambayo ni invest in good security. That is, if possible, put up CCTVs and you can have a guard if you can afford one. That will be helpful. Let me tell you a story of how I got to actually installing my CCTVs, because I delayed that. Now I really shouldn't have, but I delayed that. I dragged that out for quite a long time. Actually 2 years in, because I just installed my CCTVs last year. Na umesikia nimekuwa kwa business for 3 years, so I dragged it out quite a long time. So I lost my phone twice, but the first time I didn't really take it that seriously because I lost the phone and found it. Not found it, but it was brought back because somehow we managed to. The person who stole it was a friend of a patient of mine, so we just roughed them up a little bit and they brought back the phone. Now the second time I wasn't very lucky. Of course it was not, of course, but yeah, it was stolen by a patient's relative or a friend. I can't even recall if it was I wouldn't know if it was a relative or a friend, but it was someone who came to see a patient of mine. And when I was done with the patient, I needed to do a bit of cleaning up, and instead of putting my phone into my pocket, I placed it in on a surface and started cleaning up. I am pretty sure or rather the thief had seen where I was placing my phone, and he had noticed that I would go in the back and stay for a little bit while and then come back. So he took advantage of that period and stole my phone. See, now if I already had my CCTV cameras installed, I would just, first of all, the person would probably not have had the courage to go ahead and pick the phone. Secondly, if they actually went ahead and picked my phone, I would have been able to trace and call the patient, because it's a patient I know, call them and tell them to identify the guy and would have gotten my phone. But no, I had to wait till I lost my phone to install my CCTV cameras. Don't wait for that to happen. Install your CCTV cameras. It would be helpful to have a guard, but I feel like a CCTV camera is helpful, and sometimes it's enough. You don't really need a guard, because sometimes they just want to steal, and when they see the cameras they will not go right ahead and steal. So yeah, that's it for today. Tuonane kesho.